They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. To throw is Watson. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Here's Dorsett. Spins past him. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down. On 1st down, Fields. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Forced out to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st and 10, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 9 yards on the gain there, and it's going to bring up a tough 3rd and 7.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
To throw on 3rd down, Fields. Keeps himself upright. Buying time to his left. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. C.J. Uzomah, his first touchdown on the year. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And he's got it up and through. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Come back, come back.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Caught by Wilson. Able to get away.
That's why you keep the legs churning.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. Flush to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on 1st down. Fields. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
When you see a receiver running a curl route, as a defender, you take your eyes and direct them towards that body, and you try and drive upfield on him. But if you're not careful, he'll make that little fake and then go past you, and that's exactly what he did on that play.
Off play action. Fields. He's going to let it go deep for the ends, and he's got it. Coleman. Touchdown, Saints. Tevin Coleman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Have 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Come back, come back.
Watson on 1st down. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And with it, time has expired on the 1st quarter. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Watson on 3rd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. From left side here, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage back at the 17. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Out of the gun, Watson. And it's caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
On first down, Fields. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Off the play fake, Fields. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Open man is Uzama. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Looking to throw. Fields. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here on a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
But one of the things you like about a zone read play that has an option component to it is that it gives you plenty of different ways to go. On this one, though, I'm not sure they chose the right one. Maybe they should have pitched it out on this one because that play was absolutely swallowed up.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Looking to throw on second down. Fields flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles Harris. He's the one that runs him down. And my goodness, that will be a huge loss on the play. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing on third and long. Fields. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Philip Dorsett, his second touchdown on the season. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. Lutz with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Lutz now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Now a first down throw, Watson. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, that wasn't exactly a thing of beauty. I know they completed the pass, but look at the yardage lost. I mean, who does that make happy?
That's why I don't play in PPR points per reception fantasy leagues right there.
You'd be really
You don't deserve
upset,
anything
right?
for that.
But you get credit for it? Is that how that works?
Yeah.
Well, I know whoever has this team's defense, they were happy about that play.
He's got a man complete. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Fields escaping the pressure right. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And the young buck showing that ability, that agility to dance outside of the pocket, complete the deep ball.
And don't think for a second that the coaching staff didn't have their heart rate accelerate a little bit there, right? Anytime you have those young quarterbacks and they get outside of the pocket, you're just hoping that they make good decisions because so many things can happen that can go wrong when you throw it downfield like that. He got away with it there and in a big way.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And off the deflection, it's caught. And they'll get this down to the 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. For 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal.
Set. 319. 319.
From the gun, Fields. Going underneath, it's Coleman. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Fields. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Philip Dorsett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints add on to their lead.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Lutz now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Saints out on top as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is, don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Well, they had to run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Coleman has it here right side. It's a big play there for the Saints. 46 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flipped field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still. Gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Tight is right. Watch tight. Tight is right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Saints just continue to roll. The Lutz will look to add the extra point. Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Lutz now to kick this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Jones. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
The give to Jones. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. And Wilson has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot. And they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. They'll go again to Jones. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Tiger.
On 3rd down, Watson. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Reset.
Back now in Miami. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 3. Watson now operating from the gun. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
While you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards, they're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
The kick by Sanders is good. And the Dolphins are going to be forced to settle for 3. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Saints coming out now to take the field.
Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
Over the middle, Dorsett. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. They give him a gain of 38.
They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Coleman now. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The Saints on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go.
From the gun, Fields. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This from 44 yards away. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Well, one of the few things that's gone right for them. Likely a little too late, but maybe a little feather in their cap.
I think so, and to me, they played that play without looking at the scoreboard, without worrying about where they were in the score, because things haven't gone right, as you noted, for them much of this game. But they gave great effort there and picked up a defense that's had its share of troubles in this one.
So now a chance for points in the opposite direction after the blocked field goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Reset.
The give is to Jones. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at third and a few inches.
We got 4.
Reset.
To throw is Watson. From the gun, he'll throw. They're able to locate Wilson. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Watson now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Baby, get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Reset.
Everyone's got 4 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
One last throw here for Watson. His throw caught at about the 5. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Albert Wilson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Saints, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for Miami, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Out, valet, walk out, all these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now, too up right now, I'm too